The scent hit me first, not just chlorine, but something fouler beneath it. A sharp, synthetic tang, like scorched plastic and decay, with a sourness that reminded me of fruit left to rot in the sun. I stood near what used to be a pool, sandals sinking into the soft, muddy patch where grass once grew thick and green. The liner had warped and blistered, rising in bloated welts. The water was gone. Not a puddle remained. A note fluttered in the breeze, taped to the pump housing. I peeled it off and read it in silence. No more pool parties. Maybe this'll finally teach you not to leech off others. The script was tight, furious. The strokes dug into the paper. I recognized it, Lana's hand. But that kind of cruelty? That wasn't hers alone. Even now I could hear their voices, muffled behind curtain-covered windows. Lana, her mother, and my wife Paige. Laughing, judging, weighing my value by what I could give, then ridiculing the space I left behind. I folded the note carefully and tucked it into my pocket. I didn't speak. The quiet around me was already building into something sharper than words. It had started 2 weeks earlier. I'd asked to borrow a tent. Nothing major, something I'd earned the right to ask for 100 times over. Lana had wrinkled her nose, spat out. Get your own damn gear. Pathetic. Loud enough for everyone to hear. Her mother had cackled in that condescending way only women like her can, dripping venom between fake laughs. Beggars can't be choosers. Then Paige, sipping something cold, barely looked up from her seat under the maple trees I planted, and muttered, "Stop being such a mooch." 3 women. 3 insults. All seated in my yard, shaded by my trees, watching their kids make waves in my pool, splashing water against the fence, the deck, and the siding of my house. I smiled, at least I made the shape of one. They mistook quiet for weakness. They liked me pliable, invisible, someone who didn't fight back. But I hadn't swum in that pool for a long time, because water never feels colder than when no one asks you in. That moment changed something. Not into rage. Rage is too loud. I became precise. I paid attention. I noticed how Paige hit her phone a second too fast when I entered a room. How her mother's laughter thinned. How Lana avoided my eyes entirely. I checked the home Wi-Fi history, new connections when I wasn't home. Installed a small trail cam behind the gutter with a clear view of the pool. Then I sent the same tent request again, this time by text. Lana replied with a vomiting emoji. So I went on my camping trip without it. Slept on damp ground. The sky too close. The air thick with the weight of everything left unsaid. When I came home, the pool was gone. Killed. Like it had bled out under the stars. They didn't even bother hiding it. That was their mistake. Because I don't lash out. I study. I learn. Then I act. The footage didn't lie. Night vision clarity, time-stamped. June 10th, 2:14 a.m. Lana and Paige dragging the hose into the pump house, unlatching the valve, dumping in chemicals, fertilizer, bleach, something meant to rot and ruin. June 10th, 2:36 a.m. Her mother by the gate, smoking, smirking, standing watch like they were staging a heist. June 10th, 2:42 a.m. They raised red Solo cups in a little celebration. Private joke. A war they thought they'd won. I downloaded the video, added labels, circled faces, saved it to a USB. Then walked into the living room. Paige was draped across the couch like she owned the place, scrolling mindlessly. I placed the USB on the table. "Play it," I said. She did. And the silence that followed wasn't empty. It was judgment, dawning slow and icy. Her face remained blank at first. But then the color drained from it. Just like the pool. I didn't scream, didn't accuse. That would have given them power. Instead, I showed up a week later at Lana's son's birthday party like nothing had changed. Same old me. No drama. Just cargo shorts and a quiet smile. But this time I brought someone with me, the HOA president, clipboard in hand. Funny thing about Lana's backyard. That fancy fire pit? Built without a permit. That new addition she bragged about? Never registered. And Paige. She didn't know I'd been meeting with the bank for weeks. Quietly shifting names on the mortgage. Redirecting my income. Restructuring the title. slowly, methodically removing myself from anything that tied me to them. Within a month, the letters arrived. One to Lana, then to Paige, then to her mother, who suddenly couldn't afford her appointments or outings, because her daughter couldn't cover for her anymore, because she was living alone. I never confronted them, never gave them the satisfaction. I just left. Let them stew in a house where every corner reminded them of what they lost and didn't understand why. I sold the home, vanished from every shared memory, every photo, every trace. I live somewhere else now. No pool, no neighbors, no forced laughter that shut me out. I swim alone sometimes, in cold, silent lakes surrounded by trees. There, the quiet doesn't mock me. It holds me. They took the water, so I took the air.